I did it right. I did it right. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Oh, it's if you have a Corsair. Okay, so looks like it's doing okay. I'm gonna turn it down a little bit in my ear. So the first thing it starts with is the accessibility menu, which I appreciate. And oops. Oh, it is one of those things where... Okay. It is one of those things where, okay. Oh, it doesn't like not being the focus. Let's see if we can do something about that. Full screen? Yeah. Actually, do we have windowed full screen? Nah. Nah. Hold on. Yeah, okay, that doesn't matter. We're going to turn this down because we don't probably need it to be all of that. Yeah. Okay. Let's go back to accessibility. And I'm going to hope that you can see this. Let me know if the game is frozen or you can't see it, because this unfortunately does not like to be in the background. So, you know. But the UIA scale is standard, background effects, yeah, text progression manual, could make it automatic, no cooldown. Okay, that all works for me. It's nice that everything starts at 5 and not 10, so that's lovely. Is there anything else that we should probably... we can look at gameplay. There is an impatient mode where you don't have to wait for stuff to happen, but we're fine. We're going to keep all these things as they are. Hey, Anin Ogima. Hey, Tricky. And Kawaifu, welcome on in. Thanks for saying hello. And I'm using a controller, but you are able to use mouse and keyboard as well. And we're gonna go back here. Okay, are there extras? Oh, just some grenades. Okie dokie. So let me quickly throw this out here. They did send me a copy of the game. Along with a really cute swag kit, if you saw my tweet, they sent it's like a notebook and a pen and things like that in it. So we're gonna play this for a while, and I might have other things to play if this wears on, but we'll probably play this for quite a bit because it's a fun puzzle game. It just there's no music now because it doesn't like me to not have it up in the foreground, but some Steam games are like that. So yeah, let's hop on back into it.
It can be so hard to sort out my mind. So I come to this meadow and look up at the sky. I pretend my jumbled head is floating in the clouds. As a simple donut factory, I can take my time to sort out. Will you help me? Just gotta get from point A to point B.
I gotta continue.
In this case, point A is the oven on the left, and point B is the delivery counter on the right.
So we have to get things from the oven to the delivery counter.
Use the D-pad or the left stick to move over to the highlighted tile. Hold the A button and move around to place some conveyors. Now make a path from the left oven to the delivery counter. Sweet, now press X to get this factory running. Nice!
Okay, you can't see behind me, but when you're done, it basically says, next puzzle!
Ooh, time for frosting! I love frosting. Now we need to pass by the frosting station.
Hey, Esoterica, good morning. And I do agree with the contrast of the...
Hold A to place those conveyors.
Wow, I was getting there. The contrast of the lettering, if I were developing this as a front-end website, we would have to change those colors. We would. So the point is that we're doing conveyors, and we want to get from the oven to the counter, but there are now rules, and you can see in the upper, what is that, left? In the upper left, it's telling us what kind of donut we're going to need to produce. So we need to produce a donut that has frosting. And that should do it. Slap. Back.
Oh, thank you.
That's exactly how you put frosting on. Just slap. Slap. It's a vibe.
Sprinkles.
Sprinkles.
Frosting first, then sprinkles. You know, or the sprinkles don't stick.
Frosting first, then sprinkles, or the sprinkles don't stick. Okay, so we will bring it past the frosting first, then sprinkles. This is already getting a little bit complex. Like, who builds a conveyor like this?
To start the factory, press X.
Wow, the game was like, do you not know how to get started?
Oh, thank you. You're getting this. So first, frosting. Then...
Oh, okay, now it got interesting. The frosting's over here. So... frosting. Sprinkles. Donuts. Is it really already time to run an ad? That's ridiculous. It probably is, to be quite honest, but give me a second. Yes, it's like Soundfall. It does keep it on the beat, so that's at least nice. All right, next puzzle.
Spring is so lovely. The pastel sky right now is my favorite.
So the narration goes throughout the whole thing, and essentially it's kind of set up that you are doing puzzles in a donut factory, but this is also the narrator's way of working things out in their mind. Of, you know, I just kind of like to pretend that my mind is a donut factory, and that's how I work things out. So we get to play a cute, you know, conveyor belt pathway puzzle game while essentially getting our mind right. So, okay, frosting. But if we do this wrong, it's going to tell us, right?
That delivery counter only wants sprinkled donuts.
Clear conveyor. Oh, it can reset the whole board. Okay, there's also undo and redo. So let's try an undo. So that's helpful. Okay. So let's do this. And what I'm really doing is I'm actually just holding the button down and dragging the path along with me so I don't have to worry about the direction. Okay, should be happy with that.
Awesome job.
I would not mind some donuts, to be honest. I did not have time to run out and get donuts this morning.
After the frosting and sprinkles comes whipped cream. Don't ask me why the whipped cream doesn't fall through the hole.
Okay, frosting, then sprinkles, then whipped cream. So frosting, sprinkles, whipped cream, and then donuts. So frosting, sprinkles, whipped cream, donut. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, it was, I wonder if you can still get this shirt.
Did you know that donuts are usually fried? I used to think they were all baked.
Yes, donuts are usually fried. Oh. I guess, now growing up, if I had like convenience store, not convenience store, but like, you know, kind of cafeteria donuts, they would always be baked. And they wouldn't be great, especially ones you got in the store, like store packed, that they'd be baked, not fried. But then you go to like Krispy Kreme and Dunkin' Donuts, and those are fried, and you're like, nope, my brain just went away, and the birds are gotten loud, but I have the door closed. So we'll do one more, and then, oh, okay. So we need to bring it by the frosting. Oh, hold on a second. If a mod is around, can they permit sauce fire, please? If not, I shall do it myself. Wait. So the frosting's over here. Then I guess we gotta come around the sprinkle and okay. I think we got this. So
Oh, thank you. Ooh, cherries on top. So that's frosting, sprinkles, whipped cream, then cherries.
okay. Let's see here. Also, let me quickly do this. There we go. Okay. You can post it if you like. Hey, good morning, Nick. Okay, so frosting, sprinkles, whipped cream, then cherries. So we've got to come over from. Yes, that is correct. So the I'm pretty sure that it is the MTG Pro Shop that sells it. It benefits Lambert House, and I'm pretty sure no matter which one you buy, even going back, the proceeds still benefit Lambert House. They may have a new one for 2022. They did have a fall one last year as well, but yeah, they should all be there. And if you like Magic the Gathering, you can also get a Magic the Gathering style Pride shirt. Good morning, Mighty Mur, and hello, Panther, and hello, Nissenbee, and I feel like I missed some folks while we are making donuts. It's time to make the donuts. Oh, no, sauce fire, no! Sadly, the spell that I cast that allows links only lasts for 60 seconds, so it's okay. It's okay. You did, you cursed. Let's see here. So sorry. Frosting, sprinkles, whipped cream, then cherries. Frosting. So we gotta go around the outside. Frosting. Sprinkles. Whipped cream. Cherries. And then we'll do the full thing just because. Okay. And you can speed it up. It'll tell you as well later on. If you press right trigger, your factory will speed up. So we can speed it up. Also, now little things have popped up in the upper right corner.
Yay! You might notice things are a bit more mixed up as we keep going. Thanks for sticking with me.
Again, the idea is that the narrator's thoughts are jumbled, and what we're really doing is helping them work through their thoughts and work things out, but we're doing it in the form of arranging donuts getting made. Now, these levels so far are pretty okay. They will get harder as we go. I believe there's 12 boards or 12 puzzles at every level, and at the next level you make a different kind of donut. So we'll see if we can get through these. Okay, so frosting, sprinkles. Nope, that's not gonna work.
If you want, you can clear the board with Y.
Thank you. Okay, I'm gonna do this in reverse a little bit. I know I need to go cherries to the conveyor belt. And I know I need to go whipped cream to cherries. Hey, Furwick. So now I know I need to go sprinkles to whipped cream. Oops. No, actually, my bad. Now I can go oven to frosting. There we go. So honestly, I used to do mazes like this as a kid because they were always like, I have been playing this season of Destiny, although I am like 2 weeks behind now because I've been busy. So I got to go do like the Crow's sad history story thing. But yeah, I have been playing. I fell behind, which is bad for me because I got to chase that season 100 rank. But I'm a little behind on the weekly stories. This is a season of feels in Destiny. So yeah, I did this like I did mazes when I was a kid. I would actually just start from the center of the maze and work my way back out, as opposed to trying to figure it out from the outside in. So you can work your way backwards if working it forwards is too complicated for you. We'll see if I got it right. I think we're good. Yes.
Oh, thank you.
Next puzzle.
I could really go for a donut right now, but imagine if we had to eat all these.
I can imagine if we had to eat all these. Okay, now they're making it very weird. So frosting first. Sprinkles. Whipped cream. Cherries. I like how the cherries looks like a little heart. Like, aw.
All right.
Even though it's got all these cherries, it only puts one cherry down.
We've got a lot of room to work with this time. That's good, right?
Oh, that little bit of anxiety. That's great. We have so
What
much
if we-
room.
Wait. I don't know. You got this.
So I think you can also, if you want, you can replay the narrative.
We've got a lot of room to work with this time. That's good, right? What if we... Wait. I don't know. You got this.
There's also an impatient mode, so if you want things to immediately go faster, you can. But I like waiting and seeing if I got it right. So, we can't cross the stream, so we need to come back around this way for the frosting. Nope, that's not going to work. Oh, okay, wait. So we need to come this way for the frosting. Nope. Come this way for the sprinkles. Nope. All right. Let's try this backwards again. If we go cherries to the conveyor, and then so that means that this has to go this way. Okay. Come here. That means that this needs to come that way. How am I gonna get... Oh. I think that's it. These two empty squares give me a little bit of worry, but we'll find out. So it's a very simple puzzle mechanic, but, you know, simple can also go very wrong very quickly. Hey, Meridu. Oh, yes!
All right. It always feels like spring comes to an end so quickly. Things can heat up real fast, I suppose.
And the reason that I believe that they made a reference to spring is that this is the puzzle select menu. So this box is spring. The next box is summer. And so on. So let's go back into spring day.
It always feels like spring comes to an end so quickly. Things can heat up real fast, I suppose.
Okay, so there are multiple ways to kind of look at this, and one is work forwards, if your brain is immediately like, oh, I got it. The other is work backwards. There's no rule that says you can't. So let's try going forwards. Hey, awesome Chris. Yes, it is, Nick. Uh, eh, 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 eh. No.
There's a delivery counter that has no path into it. Every delivery counter needs to get a donut.
Yeah, my bad. We may have to do this again backwards. If the cherries go directly to the counter, and then the whipped cream goes to the cherries, then the frosting goes to the whipped cream. There's not really an easy path to get from the oven to no really easy path to get from the oven to the thing. I think so. I think so. Yes. Hey, Kev show. Welcome on in. Let me undo. I also just love the sound of boop, 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 boop. So yeah, this is basically me in puzzle games. Like, I don't know why I did this to myself. I suck at these games. I don't suck at these games, but it can sometimes be a little bit nerve-wracking. So we really need to, okay, let's remove these. And that's the problem, is the calming music belies your brain, like, you know, working on overdrive to be like, there is a button to restart the puzzle. So I can just go like, boop, with the Y button, or depending on if you're using mouse and keyboard, there's a command. That's true. I should get tips from Steven, because Steven is puzzle. So we need to get the oven over to the frosting first. And it feels like we need to go around the outside. It really does, because we can't cross over the actual delivery counter. So we really kind of need to go around the outside for this. I guess the most obvious is, what's the most efficient but not blocking way to get this? You have to become the puzzle. Become the puzzle. And no, Steven. Rude. So let's try this again. Let's see if I am. No, wait. See, because that's not. Yeah, that's not going to work because, I mean, I could do that, but that's not going to work. Because once we get over here, okay, that's a little too fast. Game, that's too fast. Right, once we get over here.
Oh, hey, the factory is jammed.
It's so calm. Oh, hey, the factory's jammed. So I don't know how to make that. That's true. You should definitely. We made no nuts. Okay. The thing is, it really has to come by this to go, and that's where I'm. Because it really feels like it needs to come. It does need to travel by that. You know, like it needs to kind of do this to do that. The problem is now we blocked off our path to the frosting. Because then we could just, you know, go right over and now everything's fine except I haven't gotten to the frosting yet. So, not no, Nissan B. No. It just does remind me of the song from the first Willy Wonka movie when Violet is singing her whole thing, and it's like, I want this and donuts and fruitcake with no nuts, and I'm like, yeah, I guess fruitcake with no nuts makes sense. Yeah. The really sad thing is I was doing so well. I convinced myself that I was doing really well, and then not.
We all need help sometimes. If you like, you can get a hint in the pause menu.
Shall we find out what the hint looks like, everyone? Because we do all need help sometimes. And that's okay if you need help. Let's find out what the hint is. This will reset your factory.
Here you go.
Oh. Not around the outside. The inside. Okay, so then if this goes that way, we just rush right past that. Then we do that. Then that. Oop, no. Then that. My goodness gracious. Thank you very much for giving. Oh, you know what? I'm so bad. I forgot to do a thank you for the other gift sub because I was very, very thrown off. So 1 second. I realize it's going to turn off the game music. Also, you can't see me, but that's where I've been trying to get this whole time. Boop. There we go. Thank you very much, Nick, for that gift sub to Nissenby, and thank you, Dre, Tripping Crutch, earlier for that resub. I appreciate it. I do. I am a little bit I'm a little bit discombobulated this morning, and that's on me. We are doing a slightly shorter stream than usual. I'm only going to play till about 9 to 9:30. Then I'm going to hand you over to Steven. And then we'll wander over into Wireless Riots to do our co stream. Oh, come here. Excuse me. So that's what I was trying to do all that time. And the hey, thank you for the follow. And the game basically said, I got you, fam. Why don't you just ask for a hint? And I like that the game's hint system didn't give you it didn't just solve the puzzle for you, but it definitely got me to be like, I am thinking about this all wrong. And the game is like, you're thinking about this all wrong. So here's what you should think about it like. And then from that I was like, oh. So thankfully we can get past this one. I am thinking about actually making Coco for the Coco stream, which would make it a Coco stream, yes. Discombobulated. You're not wrong, Panther Lily. You're not wrong. Because discombobulated is one of those things where no one's ever combobulated. No one ever says, I'm combobulated today, and everyone's like, what? A disco Coco stream? Okay.
Looks good.
We completed the donut box. All that just to get a dozen. Oh, bye. Oh, no. What? Oh, it's going back over all the levels. Okay, Nightbot, I will listen to you. It is about time to take a break and run an ad, but we'll run a very short one. So 1 second, let me do that real quick. I'll do actually this. I'll run a quick ad since Nightbot's nagging me. I will tell you quite honestly, I've not seen a major increase in revenue from running ads, but I have seen the pre-rolls tend to stay nicely to themselves. So I'm going to run about a 90-second ad. I'm not going to go anywhere because I'm good to go. So I'll just sit here and hang out and chat for 90 seconds. If you're a subscriber, you'll still see my face. If you're not, you're going to see ads for 90 seconds. But I'm not going anywhere and you're not going to miss any content. Okay, now that the ad's running, here's all the content that they're missing. So, just kidding. I wish I were that clever, but I'm not. I really am liking this game so far. That last puzzle threw me, but having a hint system really, really did it for me. I was like, oh, I can just get a hint. I like that. Because I am not puzzle based in a lot of the time. Sometimes puzzle games are like, oh, got it. Other times I'm like, eh? And then I put them down because I get frustrated. So the fact that it offers a hint to at least get your path going is like, yeah. Damn. I really am like, look, I don't really know what to... I would never want to say, hey, if you're a subscriber, you won't see the ads. But honestly, everyone should do what they want with their money. I appreciate people who do support me. If you buy Twitch Turbo, then it pretty much supports everyone, so that's okay too. So I'm fine with it either way. But I am trying to make sure that those pre-rolls are gone. And I tell you, Twitch is doing everything short of sending people out to creators' homes to say, hey, run ads. Okay, that should be winding down. So people should be back-ish, and we'll hop back into Freshly Frosted. We finished the first box. Now we're on to box 2, Summer Adventure, and it looks like a different kind of pastry. So, this is giving me a bit of a concern, but hopefully it will start out easy, and we do have that hint system to rely on, so let's go back into it. This is the Summer Adventure.
Summertime. Now it's time for
Hey,
even
serious?
more donuts at once.
Oh no. More at once? What?
Sometimes you can't solve stuff with just one path. You gotta use every oven and every delivery counter.
Well, that means we make 2 paths, right? Right? Sure does. Oh, thank you very much, Sirius. There we go. Hold on, that's a bit. It's hard because since I don't have a traditional desk setup, I have to bring the camera out every time, and it often goes, like, I should have worn grooves in the carpet by now, but it goes in a different place every time, and I'm constantly readjusting it. So, yeah, I hadn't thought about that with this and this flag, but that does remind me, I want to get a different flag. I need to measure this one because this one's kind of big. And I want to measure it so I make sure that the hook holes are right, but I want to get different flags to have up here, and I think I still have time, but I also may just randomly decide not to do green screen and be like, no, today the pride flag is out because probably some jackhole's trying to take our rights away again. You know, the usual. But let's see here. I just love turning the green screen off. Hey, base. I turning the green screen off just because I can wear my rainbows and there's no random void of space behind me where it's green. So this level involves 2 conveyors. Which means we're probably going to need to do multiple paths, which could be interesting.
Nice job. The delivery counters show which type of donut they want.
Oh no. Oh no. Y'all?
In the top left, you'll see all the types of donuts we're making. Right now, we need a plain, a frosted, and a sprinkled.
Y'all, this game just went from a nice little innocent cute game to torture. Is this a secret programming game like Human Resources? It is not, but it could very easily be. Okay, so again, the game is like, I'll make it easy on you for now. So we've taken from the oven to the conveyor, the oven past the frosting to the conveyor, and the oven past the frosting and the sprinkles to the conveyor. And the other rules still apply, so it has to be frosting first, then sprinkles.
Awesome job.
I like the music is a little different too in summer.
Time to make a frosted and a plain donut. Living the simple life.
Interesting. It looks like you'd want to do this oven to this conveyor, to this delivery counter, but I think you actually want to do it like this and do it like that and do it with a wiffle ball bat. Sometimes the shortest path is not the right path.
All right.
I'm very confident 3 levels into this, 3 boards into this level. Very, very confident.
Sometimes there's so much going on in my head, you need to focus to see how it all fits together. Kinda like this.
Okay, so they want a plain donut, a frosted, and a sprinkled. It feels like we should just get this one out of the way here. It feels like that one should just get out of the way. Now, as for a frosted sprinkled donut, it feels like this should come down here. Nope. Burk, burk, burk. Now we're thinking with yes. Oh. No, my bad. My bad. Nope, sorry. Clear the board. Why don't we do this? Okay, so that's our plain donut. That's our frosted. Then this is our sprinkled. Is that right? One, two, 3. Yes.
Nice.
Yeah, they tricked me
Look
and
at all these
holy
buttons.
crap, what the
One of each.
are you? See, I told you, this game had me confident about myself. I was confident.
What do you think the filling is in these? I hope it's a nice summery lemon filling.
I was so confident. Okay. Okay. So again, we need one of each. Okay. So we need to find a plain donut. Let's try the obvious path first. Cuz we may, and again, like a lot of like a lot of projects, like a lot of things in life, we may be looking at this and saying, that's impossible. There's no way we're going to do this. But let's look at each thing one by one and break it down. And maybe we actually don't need to do everything. We can actually just focus on one thing at a time. So let's see if we can do this. So this appears to be our plain donut here. That seems like the shortest path in this case is the right one. So why don't we move on to the frosted donut? This again feels like this is our path for the frosted donut. It feels like that's the only best path for that. Now we want our sprinkled donut. Our sprinkled donut should probably be this, this, and this. Okay. Now let's look at our sprinkled donut with whipped cream. Again, out of the oven, frosting, sprinkles, whipped cream. And then let's go find the last oven over here. And it goes by frosting, sprinkled, whipped cream, cherries, oven. Yeah, baby!
Oh, thank you.
So it looked really, really, really complicated until you were like, well, let's just focus on one thing at a time. And then it's like, oh, because the conveyors still don't overlap. Everything is still one line, but it looks really, really complex until you break it down.
Oh, they're doubled up. 2 frosted and 2 whipped cream. Where should we start?
That's a good question. Where should we start? I don't know. Okay, so like it seems really easy to say, let's take this frosted over here. But we actually need to do, and this is where you need to start doing the inside and outside paths. So I feel like this actually is better served doing this. And turning this into a frosted. And then this will go there. This goes past that frosting. Looks like this is a confection-convection game. You're not wrong, Grey Day. Welcome on in. And then this goes by the frosting, sprinkles, and the whipped cream. Okay, so it's also a matter of perspective. Not a lot to cruller. Okay. All right. So yeah, it's really about perspective and about focusing on one thing at a time. And I think that's it. I love it's so cute.
Nice job.
Let's mind. The donut is good, but let's mind using the word crazy. That is an ableist term, and we do try to avoid using that. So you could say ridiculous, you could say out of control, you could say wild, things like that.
This one looks simple. Wait, how do you...
Okay, even the narration's like, this one looks simple. It's not simple. It's not simple. You prefer the term totally bananas because it reminds you of bananas. We do use bananas a lot, and bananas are delicious. I use bananas in my smoothies and my daiquiris. I almost never make banana bread because I almost never have like super ripe bananas. They get eaten too fast. Okay, so clearly we've got to bring everything, like do a little loop-a-loop, a loop-a-loop, a loop-a-loop. But how? Because it feels like no matter what, we're going to be blocking our path. So let's try one. Oh. No, that's not going to work. You don't make banana bread because it's not good for your health to eat an entire banana bread loaf in one sitting. Fair. Yeah, I freeze the bananas to use for smoothies, and I also freeze the bananas just because. I try, I actually, my ex had bananas going bad, and he was like, what do I do with them? And I said, just put them in the freezer. So he did. Still peeled. Still unpeeled. And I was like, oh, not like that. Not like that. So it was a bit of a mess. But bananas are one of those things where every time I make a grocery trip, or I always think, oh, I need bananas. And then I come home to like 15 bananas. So, okay, let's see here. You met someone who genuinely doesn't like the taste of any banana or the texture. That's fair. Okay, let me just... Problem being is that blocks out the other one. An unpeeled banana is somehow unappealing. Yes, good. All right, does it matter if they get double, I wonder? Like, just... Like, what happens if it gets double? Does it care? It doesn't. It doesn't. It just does what it first needs to do and then ignores the rest. Interesting. I'm still wrong, but I wanted to test a theory. Okay. Okay, so... Is there a way to do... Okay, if I go from frosting to that, and then this goes frosting... Hey, Panther the Cat, I don't know, the game is out today, and I don't know if there's a demo available. Why don't we try... this? Okay, and then we go from... No, sorry. Okay, and then that would go... I'm just filling these up because I want to. You are not limited to the number of moves you can make. You can reset anytime you want. You can undo. You can remove a certain block at a time. You can reset the entire map. And there is a hint system. So if you get completely... Because sometimes when you do puzzle games, you actually get locked into trying a certain thing over and over again, and you might need that hint to kind of break you out of what you thought was wrong. So there is also a hint system. This one though I purposely chose to work backwards from the stations to the final spots, and I think I got it. I think. But again, the working backwards actually served me better than trying to work forwards, because working forwards, I was just not seeing it.
You had it.
No!
Press bumper to undo.
I also hit the clear button when I wanted to hit the X button, but thankfully, there's an undo button. There's an undo button. Because I was about to be very sad. Oh. Oh my god.
You made that look so easy.
You made that look so easy. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. I almost demolished the factory in one step.
Hey, thanks for all your help. You're doing great.
This game just made a pun at me. The game just made a pun at me. Also, the donut game said trans rights. Okay. I'm not gonna say the donut game said fuck turfs, but just saying. Just saying. Okay. So we need a frosted, sprinkled, a whipped cream, and a cherry. This feels like the fastest way to get that to that. I might be wrong, but I think we're gonna go ahead and try this. To just quickly get that one out of the way. I prefer my puns intended. Okay, that can be our sprinkles. No, wait, I might be messing this up. Again, this might be a time when I should have gone backwards, but we'll see. Actually, because we know that that needs to go there. And sprinkles need to come to it. See, I could do this. No, I can't do this, because then, no? Okay. I just like that sound, too. Burp, burp. Like, one of my favorite sounds, like, if I'm ASMRing anything, hey, Dame, is whoever made the sound of the Lego brick building in the Lego games and the Lego movie, whoever made that, like, I don't know if they actually have a name for it. That's one of my favorite sounds ever. Just like, chick, 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 chick. I love it. I also like bricks sliding past each other in a pile of bricks, like the ceramic and the, like, brick, like the stone of the sound, not really scraping, but just kind of clinking and sliding across each other. It's another of my favorite kind of things to hear. Okay. So, I think I have aired, so let's keep doing that. I still want to leave this alone. Like, I still feel like this is the way to leave that one alone. But I I'm wrong. What if we make that our frosted? What if we make this our cherry? What if we make this our frosted? Oops. Yeah. Oh, first off, thank you about the compliment for the nail color, and yeah, just as I mentioned earlier, with the word crazy, we'll also we use it as a modifier that says, oh, it's unbelievable. It's like, you know, a big modifier, but we can use other words instead. And then I think if we take this past that, yeah, I thought I was completely right. And I was wrong. All along. It was me. Nah, 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 nah.
Awesome
Yes!
job. Did you know that automatic donut making is older than sliced bread?
There is exclamation point ableist, I think, is actually the command for that, and there is a a bot has a timer for it, but yeah, because it has a link to I'm wondering about that. Like, I'm wondering, is it time to take a break and run an ad already? Well, shush, game, because I got to say thank you for that resub. Sorry for that gift sub. Nick, you're being very kind this morning, which I appreciate. And I hope you've had enough sleep, and I hope that you're doing well. Dame, do enjoy the disco. Nick is great. You're all great. I'm not sure why. There are days when I'm like, I'm not sure why people come and watch me do stuff, because I'm just being a ham on the internet. I'm going to turn on Pretzel for a second while I go check on something real quick. Because it is 9 a.m., I'm going to do another quick 90 seconds. And let's see here. So I'll probably be on. Really, at this point, we are in that vague space between probably Steven getting ready and me winding down, because I'm going to hand it over to Steven. And then we're going to wander on over into wireless. I'm probably going to go and get. I might go and get changed. I tend to do that. It's like a thing I do when I have multiple streams in a day. I tend to like change clothes between them, almost like, you know, almost like wondering like, oh, was he just wearing it? I'm like, yeah. There was one day Rainbow Arcade did a bunch of panels, and I changed clothes in every single one because I am utterly ridiculous. So that's definitely a thing that I did. So yeah, it might be fun. Does Bollywood? Oh gosh, you know, I've not watched a good Bollywood film in a while, and I really should. Because they run the best gamut. Whether it's like they're doing the superhero films, whether they're doing like the other, that's so good. Okay, let me. I'm gonna do the thing where I have Steven's stream up in the background, because this is about when maybe we're gonna we're gonna do the changeover. So I'm gonna keep an eye on it, but I'm not like saying you gotta go right now. It's the only time that I really change clothes now during a pandemic, you know, to be honest. So no, I just wanna. There we go. Okay. Oh gosh, it's me. How embarrassing. Okay, so we'll go back to freshly frosted. We'll try to do one more. But this fact actually got me. Did you know that automatic donut making is older than sliced bread?
We should be saying that's the best thing since donut factories.
Does that mean that automatic donut making is older than Betty White? Okay. So, we want a plain donut. We want a frosted donut. We want a sprinkled donut. We want a whipped cream donut. We want a donut that reminds us of the good times. We want a donut that reminds us of the better times. Favorite donut. Honestly, favorite donut is Krispy Kreme glazed. Next would be sour cream or old fashioned, basically like the kind of crinkly, crumbly one that is like a cake donut but has a really tight layer of glaze on it. I typically do not do filled donuts. I am always a mess with the filled donuts, although recently I had a cake batter filled donut, which was very nice. I like glazed donuts, and what I really like is where Krispy Kreme will glaze the donut, but it's actually a glazed donut that they then put frosting on, whereas other places when they frost the donuts, the donut itself is not glazed, so I feel like that's a cheat, because I want an entire glazed donut with then more frosting on top. So, I guess I have donut opinions. I guess I do. See, again, I'm gonna do what feels right, but may actually be wrong. It feels like that's the right way to go there. This one has to go by frosting, so I think I'm gonna take you. Sorry, hold on. I'm gonna take you around the outside. I have never had duck donuts. I've never had duck donuts, and I am aware of what duck donuts are, and I've never had them. Okay, and then this one is frosted. And then this one I think I got it. Ooh, pan pride color. See, that's awesome. I have sprinkles. Though I don't. Okay. So I have sprinkles, but they're all mixed up. I am not about to sit there like I did with the Lego set and tweeze out the right colored sprinkles, because that would be a lot. But maybe I'll do a baking thing and I'll get like the sprinkle. Oh wow, because I could do that. I could make a cake and like do white frosting and then do like a white buttercream frosting, and then just get packets of sprinkles and do like a rainbow on the cake. I gotta see if I can sketch that out. Maybe I'll do that for another baking stream. Okay. I think I got this one right. Shall we try? I like the visual indicator in the upper left when you do get one right.
Oh, thank you. Now I want a donut. Or I could have 2 donuts.
That's me all the time. I want a donut. Or maybe I want 2 donuts. Maybe I want 2 donuts. One no, who knows? Okay. So we want a frosted, a sprinkled, and a whipped cream. This feels like we're going to be doing another round the world path. This is what this feels like to me. Wait, is my brain getting this? Panther Lily, no, they don't all have to get there at the same time. It essentially gets one, it will wait until they all get to their conveyor destinations. So one may be a very short path, one may be a very long path, but it does wait. They don't all have to get there at the same time. Brooklyn, Fan Donuts. I think I've heard of them when they were dough. I think I remember hearing about them when they were dough. Another famous donut place is like Voodoo. And we had a place, I think it's gone now. We had a place that did really fancy donuts in DC, but I don't think it actually survived even pre-pandemic because nice. I gotta get out to places when we're able to better get out to places. So let's try this one and see if I got this one right. Yeah, it's taken those frosted ones a long time to get there.
Awesome.
So the game will wait for you to... The game will wait for all of them to get to their destinations and check them off.
Do these donuts seem large to you? They must be like 2 feet wide.
Oh, goodness. Okay. So we need a sprinkled and 2 with cherry. There's a donut fest in town. Dang, McScooterson, we all want to be there. Donut fest. Okay, so we need... I don't think this is counterintuitive. That's not a donut pun. Oh, yeah, that's not gonna work. What if you go... here? Okay, if you go here, and this is the thing. Thank you for hanging out, Panther Lily. See you in other chats, and I hope that the day goes well. It seems counterintuitive. Like, you think, oh, let me just do the shortest, quickest path, and that is not the way. It really isn't. So now that I've established that the one sprinkled goes all the way through the factory, I can now take this one past this, past the sprinkle, past the whipped cream, past the cherry, and over this way, which means that this one now goes past the frosting, past the sprinkles, past the whipped cream, past the cherry, and on into the factory, into the counter. And let's go.
Yay! Summer
Oh,
is already coming to an
jeez.
end. Soon the leaves will fall from the trees.
Summer is already coming to an end. Does that mean we've gotten through all the summer
Thanks for helping me through the warm months.
I think we're at the end of the um yeah, we got through the next box. Oops, my bad.
Summer is already coming to an end. Soon the leaves will fall from the trees. Thanks for helping me through the warm months.
I saw a comment in chat. Oh yeah, awesome, Chris. If you're feeling adventurous, pop on the net, pop on Google, and see if there's a place where you'd normally think to get a thing. See if there's a place that does it a little bit special or different, or is a local or independently owned place, because those can be a lot of fun. However, there's nothing wrong with chain stores and chain restaurants. They do a thing reliably and they do a thing well, and that's perfectly fine. I think I'm going to see what the hint button says for this level, since we still have access to it. Oh, can we talk about this button here? Can we talk about how the game just wants you to have fun playing the game? And if you don't want to play the puzzle, we can just skip the puzzle. Maybe you have basically been, figuratively running into a brick wall trying to figure the puzzle out. The game is like, you know what? Just skip this one. It's fine. We are going to go back to that one because I also want to see what the hint is. Oh, actually, maybe not. Maybe we'll do a little preview of the next one. So we skipped that puzzle and the game didn't punish us for it. The game said, okay, we'll skip it. Cool. We're now in autumn. So let's see what autumn does, and then we'll be probably about ready to start winding down.
Autumn is all about new things.
1 second. Okay.
New season, new colors, new school, new confusion about where to go and what to do. I guess the delivery counters will accept any donut now. We're gonna have to figure out which donut goes where ourselves.
Oh! This is a new thing. So, this is an interesting way to add a level of difficulty. Because before, we had a very clear idea of where things had to go. Now, the game has said, you can send things anywhere, which you would think would make it easier. But instead, now makes it a little bit more tough because there are multiple endings to every path. I would call these eclairs. Yeah, I would call these eclairs. Because I would also make these with like a choux pastry at home and then fill them full of good filling. Okay. I also love the change in the music for the season. It's really nice. I don't believe so, because only one, you can only make, hey Space Valkyries, you can only make one path from one oven to one delivery counter. So you can't overlap them and you can't send them down multiple paths. So none of them are red herrings, but now their positioning may make it feel like they're red herrings. And I think that's what's going on, is the positioning of them makes it feel like they're red herrings. Like, I'm gonna bring this one and get it frosted and sprinkled. And then I'm gonna bring this one and get it frosted, sprinkled, whipped cream. So yeah, so you still have to go one oven to one counter, but now it's less restrictive.
Nice. At least we know what we're trying to make. We can still check the top left to help us out.
Hey DC, welcome on in. So now we've kind of been unfettered. Like now it's like, oh, we can send the donuts anywhere we want. They still have to be the right kind of pastries and donuts, but we can send them anywhere we want. So where do we want to send them? So let's try this. And then this. Hey, Rafiki, welcome on in. So many terms for these flavored treats. I guess they're sin and oh, wow. 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 Thank you very much for that. That's very kind. Sorry for turning off the music for a moment while I do my disco bit. But I hope everyone is doing well. Excuse me. I'll probably be hitting the credit scene soon. I do actually want to go back to that level 12 of Summer to see what the hint would have been, to see if it'll get us started in a good place. But I also like that you can skip a puzzle and the game doesn't punish you at all. So, but thank you very much. Welcome on in. I hope everyone's having a good Saturday. It's raining here, and the birds have got a lot to say about that.
Nice.
So we've done that.
I love a good maple bar. They're a top-tier donut. I've never had one with whipped cream, though.
So this one calls them maple bars. This one calls them maple bars. We're gonna go back to the puzzle at the end of box 2. And we're actually gonna get a
Summer
hint
is already coming to an end.
to see what kind of hint it
Soon
gives
the
us.
leaves will fall from the trees. Thanks for helping me through the warm months.
So we're gonna show a hint for the puzzle. It will reset the factory.
Oh, I know that this goes here for sure.
Now that's interesting. Now if we do another hint, does it build out more of it, or does it just reset that hint?
I know these ones.
Okay, so when you do a hint, it gets you started. And interestingly enough, it gets you started in like... So this is basically saying take the whipped cream past here to the cherries and then go in this direction. So I'm gonna guess that it wants us to take a tight turn to this delivery. So let's see. And we know that sprinkles will go to this whipped cream. Oh my goodness, a button. Hey, Zerduster. Welcome on in, Zero. I hope that you're doing well. I'll come here and do this. So yeah, we're doing a lot of, oh, you can also see that behind me, there are two other delivery spots. So that's what we're trying to do. But welcome on in. I can see that things are afoot on my next relay. I can see that things are afoot on my next relay. So, I'll simply say that the hint system is nice. The skip puzzle system is nice. There's a lot that basically, you know, we talk about cozy games. Or at least I talk about cozy games. And this is essentially that. It's like, you don't have to worry, you don't have to stress. But now that we know that that goes there, this one at the top, the hint told us that this goes in this direction, which means this one in the middle. So let's do the one at the top. We'll take it past the frosting. Past this whipped cream. past the cherry, and we're going to assume it goes down here, which means that there's only one path left. The bear claw minimum. Wow. Glad I'm not on camera and you couldn't see my face at that pun because that was a lot. So the hint helped because this is a lot, but working both backwards and forwards from the hint really helped. So you should be working backwards and forwards in whichever way it works best for you. And we'll start this one. It's fun to just watch it go.
Looks good.
So now it's going to take us back through all of the donuts that we did in this season. There are 12 puzzles per level, and each one really refers to a different season or a different time. And yeah, it's very satisfying. You just have to... It's definitely one of those things where what seems like the quickest path is not the right path. Do not forget the sprinkles, exactly. And we learned a few times that, yeah, what seems easy is not necessarily the right answer. And I like how it very gently stepped up the difficulty. So, the first level was very clearly, okay, you have one conveyor and you're trying to get one line of donuts to go. The second level was, okay, now you actually have multiple donuts to go, but you know where they're going. The third level is now you have multiple donuts and it doesn't matter where you send them. They can go anywhere. And I don't know what's going to come for box 4, but maybe we'll find out later. But I hope that you'll find out. If you can do !frosted, go ahead, use that link to go ahead and wishlist it because it does help. It helps before the game comes out. The game is out now. But if this is something that you think you like, go ahead and check it out on Steam. And I'd appreciate it if you did. They sent a link up so that if they could at the very least they can track visits, which does help. But they sent this out to me, and I found it very fun and very calming and very relaxing. And yeah, but